Hello guys, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are doing great. I am also fantastic. Now I am going to make another video about speaking and learning English. My students Shimul is with me. He is a student of BL school and also a good student. He is trying hard how to speak English. I am also trying my best to teach him how to speak English, especially speaking English outside or in a public place. Now my students Shimul will ask me about speaking and learning English some question, and I will try my best to answer them one by one. Okay.
Sir, now I can ask you some questions, sir.
Yes, you can ask me any question.
Sir, my first question is, what is the easiest way to speaking English?
I think there is no shortcut way of speaking and learning English. If anybody wants to speak English, then he must be active, energetic, confident, or must have strong willpower and determination. Without these things, it is not possible for him to speak English and learn English, especially if he wants to speak English in front of people, then he must be confident, must have courage, he must be fearless, then it will be easy for him. I think if he follows this kind of rules, he will be able to speak English. Now another question.
Sir, the another question is, why must we learn English?
There are many reasons for which we have to learn English. We cannot but learn English, as English is an international language. If we don't learn English, we will lag behind in all areas. Then we have no scope for doing good something in life. Without English, we cannot expect or hope to do something good in life. If we want to communicate with the people who speak English, then we have to use this language. This language is very important and integral part of our life. Those who know good English, they are doing great everywhere in the world, and they have good demand everywhere. So speaking and knowing English is a must in our life. Okay, thank you. Another question.
My third question is, can we speak English by joining any coaching center?
It's not totally true. By joining or going to a private teacher, we cannot learn and speak English at all. For speaking English, you have to be courageous, active, industrious, assiduous, then you can learn English. No coaching center or private tutor can teach you English and make you learn and speak English, because English is a foreign language. So only private tutor or coaching center cannot help you to speak and learn English. So I think if you want to change your life and learn English, then dependence of English tutor and coaching center must be avoided. No coaching center or English tutor can perfectly teach you English, because if you are not alert, conscious, attentive, energetic, then it will never ever possible for you to speak English. Thank you. You may ask me another question.
Sir, my another question is, why should we get forget to speak English, or why should we get forget everything when we try to speak English?
It's a universal truth. As we don't have good environment in our country where we can speak English, when anybody tries to speak English, especially in front of people, then he forgets everything. Nothing comes out from his mind. His mind becomes blank, and nothing comes out from his mind, and he is totally become odorless in front of people. So there are many reasons. So why do we forget everything at the time of speaking English? As we have no habit of speaking English, especially in front of people. So practice speaking English is essential, and you must maintain consistency. Regular practice will help you to speak English like native speaker. Little by little, you can speak English. Okay, you can ask me another question.
My another question is, sir, why should we get nervous when we try to speak English?
We get nervous or become nervous at the time of speaking English because we never stand in front of people to speak English. In our classroom, we learn and teach English only for doing cut a good figure in the exam, not for communication. If, if there was any arrangement in the classroom for communicating English, and if we interact each other, then this kind of problem we don't have to face, as we don't have any good environment of speaking English. So we get nervous at the time of speaking English. For overcoming this problem, we need regular practice, patience, courage. Then we will be able to speak English. Next, you can ask me another question.
My another question is, what should we do to speak English perfectly?
If you wanna speak English perfectly, you have to work hard regular basis. Without working hard and perseverance, you cannot overcome your problems. So I advise you, if you wanna speak English in front of people, then you must practice speaking English with the members of your family, with your friends, teachers, your English tutor, everywhere where you stay or do anything. You should remember that if you don't talk or speak English with anybody, we cannot speak English at all. As learning and speaking English is different. To speak English, you must be forward, confident, and energetic, enthusiastic. If you are interested or enthusiastic, then this kind of problem will be able to overcome in future. Next,
Sir, my last question is, why should we learn English?
we should learn English for various reasons. If we want to go foreign countries, then we have to use this language, as English works as a language interpreter. English can help us in doing everything in our practical life, especially if we want to get good education in foreign countries or higher education, we must master this language, as we have to speak English in foreign countries. They don't use our mother tongue. So if we don't know English well, then we have to come back from that country. I think if you follow these rules and advice, I think you will be able to speaking English and will be able to change your life. I don't want to make this video longer. Thank you all, and that's all for today. Thank you. বড় হয়েছে তাই না?